Happy Monday, friends. We are in our final week of our Lenten series as we are in the midst of Holy Week. So we will only spend 3 short days doing these, and then we'll move on to Monday, Thursday, and Good Friday, and then Easter once again. This week, though, we're going to talk about time. Because as a prophet of old once said, the times they are a-changin'. The story of Holy Week is a story of time, much like a garden. It's not though you plant a seed and boom, you've got a plant. It takes time. I know for our garden here at church, the flowers were planted back in February, and the fruiting plants have all been planted now for eventual planting outdoors in the gardens, hopefully by late May if the weather cooperates. But it takes an investment of time to go from one place to the other. It's true in gardens, and it's true in our faith. One of the reasons we observe or celebrate, however you'd like to put it, Lent in this series of Sundays leading up to Holy Week, and then the crucifixion and resurrection, is because you just can't go from 0 to 60 to say, la, 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 here we go. Oh, resurrection, good, 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 good. You have to take that time to go from one place to the next. And while we've been reading the Gospel of John this year in worship on Sundays, which has a little different timeline, the rest of the Gospels tell this story of Palm Sunday, where Jesus rides the donkey triumphantly into Jerusalem, causing a ruckus and riling up the people. The leadership is not pleased. The people are shouting, Hosanna. It's a wonderful story that takes some time to get from point A to point B. But by the end of the week, by the end of the story, within that short time, we go from people cheering to a cross. It's somewhat unthinkable to think how high the heights went at the beginning and how low they fall by the end of the week. We're at your highest height of joy and you find your deepest, darkest depth in such a quick little period of time. And again, a short period of time from the grave to resurrection. Time is an amazing and terrifying thing. It seems that when you're in the moment, time sometimes moves too fast when it's good and too slow when it's bad. And you get through one side to the other and you say, how did I get here from there? I notice this especially with a child. Google reminds me on a regular basis of what pictures I took once upon a time. And I get the pictures that pop up when my child was a little baby and now she's 8. And you say, where did the time go? Or you see those old pictures, either of yourself or of family, and you look and you say, look how young I used to be. Time keeps on moving, and the times keep changing, season to season, moving us forward, like it or not. It's not possible to just stop. So I encourage you, as we move through Holy Week this week, to think about time. Those good times in life, those times not so good. The progress from one point in life to the next part. Sometimes it's from a good thing to a bad thing, back to a good thing. Sometimes it's a very bad thing that just keeps on dragging out. And we are called in the midst of all this time to take time to remember that things don't happen instantaneously. And sometimes that waiting, of course, the hardest part, is also the peace that brings us into new life. So I hope during this Holy Week you'll look for those moments where you can see that passage of time and remember it does march forward no matter what you do. It's going to keep going long after we each leave this place. And yet, we move from palms into passion, into resurrection. We move from despair into joy. We are a part of that great timeline. And what a blessing it is to to have God surrounding us in the midst of all of this time. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tell